everybody, it's Mama D. Welcome to my channel, Mama D Reacts, and we're going to be looking at the 8th episode of Season 2 of Outlander, and it's called The Fox's Lair. So we saw the last episode. Jamie got out of jail and found out that Claire had the baby and it died. And they went to the cemetery, and it was very emotional, very sad. So this one is called The Fox's Lair, and it says back in Scotland, so they must have gone back to Scotland. Claire and Jamie take a new approach to the rebellion, but their plan stirs up tensions with Jamie's grandfather and Clan Mackenzie. So let's see what happens on this episode. There's the fox. So I just found out that I'm 68%, my Ancestry.com, 68% from Great Britain and the rest from Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. So who knows? Oh man, that's beautiful, isn't it? Wow. I would love to go over there someday.
We returned to heal in the peace of the Scottish Highlands. Jamie's sister Jenny and her husband Ian had had another baby while we were in Paris. Their welcome and the daily routines of Lallybroch worked like a tonic on our battered souls. We hoped we had done enough to stop the war. We began planning our future.
Look how big they are! They're giant!
Oh my goodness, Rabbi. So they are.
Can we eat them tonight?
Oh, I don't see why not. Come on, let's go ask Mrs. Crook.
You were right telling us to plant them, Claire. 'Tis a fine crop.
I didn't see how you'd ever grind them for porridge.
I don't believe you grind them, Mrs. Crook.
Okay. What do you do with them then?
You boil them. Eat them with salt.
Yeah.
Butter is good too.
Ah!
Roast them.
You can help me.
So Fergus came with them.
Ran
Cool.
into Hector on the way up. Got the post probably. Real tough, I liked you.
And what is it?
Uh-oh.
Dear cousin, so pleased. I'd got to express my admiration, boldness and courage. My prayers are with you. Stuart Crest.
It declares the Stuarts' divine right to the throne of Britain, supported by the chieftains of the Highland clans. Signed by those pledging loyalty to Charles Stuart.
Kinnan, Oliphant, MacDonald of Glencoe, James Alexander Malcolm Mackenzie Fraser. Jesus bloody Christ, he's forged your signature.
Yep.
Yes.
Charles
Wow.
has landed in Scotland and is gathering his army.
This was published, distributed. The names on this are traitors to the crown.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Jamie, it's all coming to pass, isn't it?
Yep.
Jacobite rising, Culloden, the clearances, the destruction of all of this.
So it would seem.
We could go to Ireland.
Nieces, nephews, cousins,
We can bring them with us.
all of them. We know what will happen if the Jacobites lose the war. But what if they win?
They don't.
That's history.
It's the verdict of history.
Thank you.
Given up trying to change the future then, Sassenach? Thomas Baxter lives because of you. Paris was spared an outbreak of smallpox because of you.
That's true.
And Louise de Rohan bear Charles Stuart's bairn because of you.
You want to fight for Prince Charles?
For our family.
They say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a
The
different
same,
result.
different result.
And
Yeah.
then I ken who they are, Sassenach. But I'll wager they have never travelled through time.
Yep. That's true.
And where will we be during these 2 weeks?
Now, Prince Charles has dispatched me to enlist men in support from our kinsman, Lord Simon Fraser of Lovat.
You're going to see Lord Lovat. Ask him to do you a favour? You're defending the old buzzard now? Father must be burling in his grave.
Who is Lord Lovat?
Our grandsire, who we've
Ah.
laid eyes on but once in our lives.
Your
Came
grandpa?
to visit just after our mother died. Father threw him out before he could cross the threshold.
Why?
I haven't been completely honest with you about my family, Sassenach.
What do you mean?
My father. He was a bastard. Acknowledged by his father, Lord Lovat, but a bastard nonetheless.
And your grandmother?
Lovat's kitchen maid.
Ooh.
She raised my father at Beaufort Castle.
So they had to be gone at least 9 months, if not more, for Jenny to have a baby.
Take care of you, Fraser.
Aye, Blair. The New Year's.
Take this. It brought Ian back to me from France.
Where do you think you're going?
Well, with me, Lord.
You're too young to bide, laddie. You'll bide here with us.
You can help Rabbie in the stables till my lord returns.
I belong with you.
Hmm.
Is that not what you told me, milady? That I
Oh.
will always have a home with you?
Oh.
Yes, of course. But sometimes
Right.
it's...
Place is no here without us, nor in France on his own.
Right.
Bring him with you, Martha. You come with the men.
Mm-hmm.
Aye. If I hadn't killed him first. Fashquare. Good soldier. Must learn to obey his commanding officer.
Exactly. Look at Murta.
As well as his general.
His personal life was equally infamous. Aside from numerous extramarital dalliances, Lord Lovat had had 3 wives, 2 of them acquired by nefarious means.
Colin,
Yeah.
I arrived this morning myself. I saw you enter the courtyard from the window.
I was going to say.
I'm pleased to see that you're well.
You have to excuse me if I find that hard to believe.
Ooh.
The witch trial, Colin.
You seem to be implying that I had something to do with your involvement in that. It is my impression that you were simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yes, I was. Thanks to a message from your kitchen maid, Leary, who just happened to know the exact time and place of the arrest.
Right.
A gross overstepping of her place, for which I had her beaten. I would have thrown her out of Leoch, but her grandmother, Mrs. Fitz, persuaded me she could keep the girl in check.
So, the rumour is true. The grandson of Lord Simon Fraser of Lovat has bound himself to assassinate.
Yeah.
I suppose you are your father's son after all. Unless you expect the boy to have more sense choosing a wife
Ooh.
than did the bastard who made him.
At least I
Ooh.
had no need to take a wife by means of rape or trickery.
Exactly.
Not as serious as your father. Good. Enough breath wasted on women. Leave us. It's time to talk politics with my grandson and my rival.
Yeah. She's not used to being kicked out. Oh my God.
Leary?
Did the laird not tell you I was with him?
No.
My grandmother sent me along to wash his laundry and help wherever I'm needed. I wanted to find you, though, because
You want to ask for
I
forgiveness.
need to tell you. I am changed. And I am sorry beyond measure for the horrible wrong I did you.
It's for getting right with God. Just have to find another way. So, will I be allowed to join you at dinner tonight?
Aye. Aye, my grandson is not opposed to a bit of decoration at the dinner table.
That's all
As
you
long
are.
as that decoration doesn't speak.
Ah, he's from the old school.
Just like that. Now come along.
She ain't used to keeping her mouth shut. This is going to be interesting. Especially when more wine comes along.
Every man here knows that the most British.
So can you tell us then, nephew, how much support have the French agreed to give?
French have already supported us, Colin, by engaging the British army in Flanders, reducing the troops remaining here at home. The Prince is certain the French will want to press the advantage, send men and artillery to support the Jacobites.
Oh, so the French have not yet committed to Prince Charles.
Always an unreliable ally.
We will welcome the French support when it comes, but we don't need it. Well, the majority of the British army remains on the continent licking their wounds.
I have heard the British have offered £30,000 for the capture of Prince Charles.
Meaning,
What? Right.
Meaning the British see Prince Charles as a real threat.
You join us then, cousin.
perhaps the British know, as the rest of us do, How many Cullians there are amongst the Campbells and the Camerons, men who would sell their own grandmothers for half that amount. Sit down, you mealy-mouthed wee snout.
Oh,
And don't speak again until you have considered what you're about to say.
he's an ass.
Enough war talk tonight.
I need to speak to Lovat on my own without Colin leading me to make his arguments for him. It's a pity. Young Simon is such a spineless creature. I believe he could influence his father's decision if he took a strong stance for our side.
Man has nothing but contempt for the poor boy.
Yeah, that's sad.
He's just trying to toughen him up and want something in exchange.
Hey, he probably wants Claire. Watch.
Do you think you can toy with me? You're keeping something from me, old hag. And I'm no having it.
Let me help you.
Oh, thank you.
Mistress, I'm Claire. Maisley. Lord Lovat's seer. Wait.
Your father painted a black portrait of my character.
He said very little about you.
He chose that, Mackenzie Hooler.
And I'll ask you to keep a civil tongue when you speak of my mother.
Thank you.
Me, his father. And he chose her. Memory. And that place,
Lallybroch.
over me.
Ah, no wonder he's bitter.
To be honest, I'm more interested in what goes with it.
What need have you of Lallybroch? There's tenants, rents would probably make no difference to a place like this.
What I do with that damnable place would be no concern of yours.
I'll give you the same pledge I gave Colin. My help and goodwill. My obedience to your word, so long as my feet rest on Lovat soil.
Did you not hear me? Lallybroch, for your wife's own.
Ooh.
Go ahead. Try to ravish my wife.
She'll cut your throat.
After she's done with you, I'll send in the maid to sweep up your ravine.
Exactly.
Aye, lad. No, I've taken my pleasure of worse. Your grandmother comes to mind. But there are
Ooh.
many men in Beaufort Castle who'd be of a mind to put your
Sassenach.
Sassenach wench to the only use she's good for.
Ooh.
You can't gather night and day.
Ooh. You bastard.
I needn't worry. My
Whoa.
wife's a rare woman. Again, a wise woman. La Dame Blanche.
Ooh.
A white lady.
Yep.
A Sassenach. A witch.
Yep.
Aye, it's true.
She'll put a spell on you.
The man that takes her in unholy embrace will have his privates blast. Like a frostbitten apple. So,
Oh, damn to hell. Oh.
burn
In hell.
forever in hell.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Oh, good story. That's hilarious. And you touch my wife and see what happens to you.
You can't be seriously thinking about giving him what he wants. Well, what about young Simon? What if we persuade him to stand up to his father?
After that scene last night,
Right.
it'll take more time than we have to give the boy the confidence he needs to truly
stand up
find
to
his
him.
father.
Yep.
Perhaps it depends on what we use to boost his confidence.
Ah, very.
Is that Jamie's shirt?
Ooh.
I've done nothing to it.
You're
You
smelling
imply
it.
that you had. Because we need Lord Lovat to send his men and weapons to fight for Prince Charles. We believe he might do this if young Simon stood up to him and took Jamie's side.
And what has that to do with me?
Young Simon is infatuated with you. You could use that to help persuade him. Besides, it's not for me. It's for Jamie.
Which she knows she'll do.
A woman has more to offer a man than her body. When a man is in love, he craves his beloved's approval. He wishes to please her and to look heroic in her eyes.
Do not make this bargain with that man.
Right.
Do not trade your home for a war you can't win.
Exactly.
Will you promise me that?
That would be a stupid thing to do.
So nice of you to volunteer to show me the chapel, Master Lovat.
And as you may have noticed, he doesn't have much respect for me.
My husband confided in me that his father sometimes exposed him to public scorn, to make him a better leader of men. Ah, Mary. I hope we're not disturbing you.
Oh, no, my lady. Just collecting some mushrooms for the cake.
I'd like a few private moments in the chapel. Do you mind waiting here for me?
Oh, well, Mistress Lady wouldn't prefer her solitude.
Oh, no, I'd welcome the company.
Oh, the seer's in there.
Lord Lovat's tenants do not like someone like me in the house of God. This is the only place where my mind goes quiet. I don't know why. They say you are a white lady.
Yes, they do say that.
What brings you into a church then?
It was cold outside. I'm glad to see that you're doing all right. Lord Lovat was so rough with you the other day.
His lordship is not an easy master. He asks what I see and beats me when I tell him things that displease him.
Does it always come to pass?
Sometimes an action can change things.
Ooh.
When I still lived in the village, I saw Lachlan Gibbon's daughter's man wrapped in seaweed and the eel staring beneath his shirt. I told Lachlan what I'd seen, and he went straight away and stove a hole in the boy's boat. Lord, there was a stramash, a right to do. But when the great storm came the next week, 3 men were drowned, and that boy was safe at home, still mending his boat.
Oh, okay.
What did you see? Right before Lord Lovat threw you out. I promise. I won't tell him that you told me.
He was standing there before the fire in his study, but it was daylight. A man stood behind him, still as a tree, his face covered in black, and across his lordship's face there fell the shadow of an axe.
Ooh.
But if you told him, he could change his behavior, perhaps change the outcome.
Aye, or he might just kill the messenger.
Yeah, exactly.
Seems I can't get the men from Lovat without giving him my lands, so unless you're planning on declaring yourself a visitor from the future, describing what'll happen if we didn't fight and win, then I see I have much choice.
You cannot give up Lollybrock.
Sign it, and you'll have your men for King James.
You bastard.
Don't sign it, and I'll agree to neutrality with Mackenzie here. Which will it be?
You'll let this boy decide the fate of Clan Lovat. He's not even your recognised heir.
I've made this decision. The boy is but an obstacle in my way. What will it be? Obstacle.
Don't be a fool, Jamie.
Right. You're still gonna lose. Don't.
I do this to ensure the future of my family
No.
and people.
No. Do not. Do not.
What are ye staring at?
Claire?
She gonna act like a witch.
No. It's another vision.
Yeah. She's playing that on purpose.
Leave her be! You're gonna give me orders about my own wife!
Claire, what did she see?
Jamie.
What did you see? Witch?
Stay back!
Lovat. Can you not see this for the pretense that it is?
Pretense? You know that she was tried as a witch by those that didn't understand the difference between black magic
And white magic.
The power of the old ones.
Ooh, she's faking it. That's awesome.
Did she see?
You don't need to answer him, Claire.
She will if she wants to walk out of this room.
She's gonna say the same thing the seer did.
I saw you
Being executed.
standing in bright sunlight. There was a man behind you. He
With
was
an
wearing
axe.
a black hood. Shadow of an axe across your face.
King James or King George?
I don't remember. I was covered in white roses.
Symbol of the Jacobites.
No.
What? I'll cut out your tongue!
Ooh, he stood up to his daddy. Whoa. Whoa.
How dare you thwart me, boy?
Ah, he's going to stand up to him for her.
You and Mackenzie are fearful old men. And you're wrong. My cousin is right. It's our duty to stand up for our country and our kinsmen.
Good job, dude.
I will fight for King James. I'll fight to change the White Lady's vision. Even if you will not.
Wow. That worked out just the way they planned.
We'll stand with the Mackenzies of Leoch. We will remain neutral in the war.
That's not what they wanted. Damn, that's not what they wanted. Ha! That's exactly the opposite of what they
Wish
wanted.
you luck, my boy.
Wow.
I'm ready.
Good job.
Well, King Simon, I'm proud to be your kinsman. I'll be proud to fight by your side.
Who are they?
That's your Jacobite army.
My father's men.
They're going anyway?
Don't sit there gaping at me, you glaikit sumph. Go see to your men.
Oh, he's giving them the men. Oh, wow.
Turning that one into a soldier will be a greater feat than beating the Briton.
Right.
What vision do you have for me now,
White lady.
I don't understand.
Now they'll see my grandsire is sent as heir to fight. The Stuarts will credit Lovat with supporting King James, should they win.
They can't execute me for treason.
But what about the neutrality agreement?
I trust old Colin Mackenzie is right. And that will protect me if the British should win.
What will you say about your son fighting for the Jacobites?
He's his old man, that one. You saw it yourself last night. Persuaded others to follow.
Ooh.
I thank ye, White Lady. I couldn't have got it all without ye.
You didn't get Lallybroch.
Not yet.
Ooh.
Please. Tell me I'm nothing like it.
Not at all.
I have seen a similarly devious turn of mind.
Right.
I might have to rethink our agreement not to lie to one another.
That was funny.
As we put distance between ourselves and Jamie's loathsome grandfather, my heart lightened. We had Lovat's men now. Jamie would have the prince's favour, and at least the opportunity to steer the rebellion to victory.
Right.
Maisry had said we could change the future.
That's true.
Perhaps we already had.
That was good. Very good. Yeah. I can't wait to see what happens on the next couple episodes. I know they're getting ready to, or they already have, or they're getting ready to release season 5. So we got a long way to go to catch up. So leave your comments below and please subscribe. I've only got a couple more weeks to hit my 500 goal. And click that little bell for notifications, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace out.